Dun 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 dun.
Start spreading the news. I was the wrong key. I'm leaving today.
We don't get paid enough to be harmonically insane.
Yeah.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Johnny's back, baby. Back in
New York.
How does it feel?
It feels right. It feels good. Yeah. It's just funny to like look at you guys in the face because I'm always like on the screen. But
Yeah.
it
It's
just
nice.
feels good in person, you know? It just feels good.
Do you feel like an actress? Do you feel like a real actress here? Attacking the script, getting under behind the text, figuring out beat by beat,
Yeah.
getting ready for the stage.
Absolutely. I'm going to use my voice. I can't wait to use my voice.
We love that.
Yeah, the reason they're saying that is because I'm here for a reading that will be on Monday at the American National History Museum. At the
Is it the Museum of
planetarium.
Natural History? I think it's called the Museum of
the
Natural History.
American
I think it's just starting out to it'll catch on.
NH American Museum of Natural History.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You are
That
asking
is what it is.
person.
Oh, okay.
I let people fail so that I can get the right answer after.
That is not the kid I was in class and should have been.
Oh.
I was like, yeah, you can copy my paper. Didn't give them a forewarning that I'm not the one you want to copy from.
Yes.
There was a guy I used to have the biggest crush on, Alvaro Paredes, and he was like, "Can I copy off of you?" I was like, "You can copy off of me all you want."
Copy and paste.
Yes.
Copy onto me.
He was actually the first boy I ever. That was when I was like, "Oh, I'm gay." When he sat next to me in homeroom in 7th grade,
Homeroom.
and I was like, "Who is that?" And it's funny because people used to say like we look like twins. So, of course. Classic.
Is this the one that kind of like reached out later or something? Was like, yeah, it's good to. Was there one that ever came back or no?
No, this one never came back. Actually, we did correspond. I don't know what he's doing now, but I know he's
At
married.
school.
children.
It's cool, yes. Have y'all heard? There's like a folk singer on TikTok. He's like a young gay, like with the guitar, and he's got a song about his high school kind of
Crush.
his high school crush, but it's similar to Overcompensating, where he has this. There is a little bit of reciprocation from the guy, but it never gets too serious. There's that. So he has this song, and it's like a folk song about that guy reaching out and inviting him to his wedding to a woman.
Oh,
Have you heard the song?
I haven't heard the song, but
It's
feels...
this is not how it goes at all, but it's so sweet. It's like, you used to come by my house every day. I used to suck your dick. No, it didn't say that. No, it doesn't say that.
Oh,
But it's
okay.
very romantic. It's so tender. It's literally like, the lyrics are like, you used to come by my house every day. We had this beautiful relationship. And now, and he mentions all these sweet, tender things that he remembers. And that this
non-sexual.
they're non-sexual. Yeah, it's really, really, it's a beautiful song. But I think those relationships I think when you're a little gay boy and you have like a straight boy who's cute and is nice to you, it's very easy to just attach everything you've ever felt onto them.
Yeah, love is love.
Love is love.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, well, so speaking of love, it's that time of year again.
It is.
Do you guys know what
There's a
what
chill
time
in
I'm
the
talking
air.
about?
It is. I just didn't bring the razors, but
It's not hammer time.
Cuffing season.
That it is.
It feels like a horror movie. Like cuffing season always feels like it's like it just feels like there's anxiety around cuffing season. Like, will I be cuffed? Am I cuffing someone?
am I cuffing material?
Right. For those of you who don't know what cuffing season
Were you
is,
cuffed or were you doing the cuffing?
right. It's when you basically lock somebody down when it starts getting a little cold. When it starts getting a little, holiday season and you want to take somebody home.
Yeah.
The first Julissa video I ever did was about cuffing season.
No way.
Yes.
Oh my God. Could you recite it right now? Yes, you could.
Probably.
Free.
Yeah. At this point,
Yeah.
I'm going to be on the corner over here like, what's up,
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Julissa.
The subway's behind me.
Honestly, use that.
Hold up. Yeah.
We could use that.
Everyone's like, where is she? That's the video I come back with.
They need people need content.
So cuffing season, and it's a big joke because a lot of people wait until it starts getting until it starts. You need a +1.
Yeah, when the rain is when the roof is broken and it's raining, you're trying to fix the roof.
I love this about humans. I love this about humans. I actually really love how we are connected to the moon and the stars. It's all tainted. I just love that we are connected to the weather so much. Like that people can be seasonally affected.
Yeah.
They can be depressed because of a lack of actual vitamin D chemically, and the moon and women's menstruation cycles and all of that.
Yep.
But anyway, I'm fascinated by how during the summer, the heat summons promiscuity, sexual exploration, and flirtation, almost as if, like, I wonder if 3,000 years ago, humans, we made it in the warmth.
We made it in the
Reproduced,
Got it.
mated.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
You know what I mean? I wonder if that was the
but also it's cold. It's cuddly
you wanna
season. You're like, oh, I just want.
It was
warmth.
fucking all year round. That's for
We should
sure.
just
Correct,
call it
correct,
cuddle
correct.
season instead of
Yeah.
cuffing season, because it's just like
Well, for some people, it will just only be cuddle season, and that's okay.
and that is fierce.
And
That's
you don't want to
amazing.
be cuffed in August or October. You want to be cuffed in the summer because that's when you know they really like you.
Oh,
That's true. That's true.
bars. Still, that's the gospel.
So there's a lot of I came up with a game because cuffing is basically the birth of a new relationship. And we also got a question about our relationships from one of our milkers, and we'll talk about that a little bit later.
I'm
but
the milker.
I wanted to to start us off with a little game.
I love it.
When you first start dating someone, turn-ons and turn-offs.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
The game is called Daddy Yes or Daddy No. Okay. Here we go. Sends you a good morning text every day.
Daddy, yes.
Daddy, yes.
Okay. Wants to hook up right after the first date.
Daddy, yes.
Ask about your kinks at dinner.
Daddy, yes. Please, Daddy.
Yes.
Please, Dad.
Daddy, I love him.
Gives you a pet name like Babe or Poppy immediately.
Daddy depends.
Daddy depends on that. I will have to agree. What is your answer for that?
Oh, I should answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do what you want. Just because you call me something doesn't mean it'll stick.
Correct.
So, Daddy, yes.
Yeah, I'm saying daddy depends because I think I do that.
Same.
So,
I can get bubby all of a sudden kind of quick.
Brecky.
Dirty talks exclusively via voice notes.
Exclusive.
Daddy, yes. I mean,
Exclusively?
Oh, exclusively.
We're just double checking the
If he's got a great voice, then please.
Yeah.
Only.
But what if he can only be intimate that way?
Oh.
We know somebody who likes that. We know somebody
pointing
who
at
likes
you.
dirty talk for extended times with people, and that's all they want.
Wow.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
I don't.
You don't know?
You guys try.
Oh, really?
Yes, he told me that.
He likes that sort of prolong. That's a kink for him in
Like
a way.
a prolong. It's all verbal. Like it's about the verbal experience.
Ooh.
I love verbal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's also, but that person, he loves to he just wants to hear the person say that they want him, and then he's like, okay, I'm done. He literally has told me that, which is, I know a lot of people, subconsciously, covertly, overtly know they're doing it, but it's,
Sends you memes all day but never makes plans.
Daddy, no.
Daddy, no.
No.
Daddy, no. Get down from there.
Packs lube in their everyday bag just in case.
Daddy, yes.
Daddy,
What do you say to
good
that?
call.
Is that
Yeah,
too-
you never know.
You never know.
And who says it has to be with somebody else? It could just be for yourself.
I thought you were gonna say it's winter.
Leaves their socks on during sex.
Daddy,
Yes, Daddy, yes. I
Oh,
love
you
it.
want a socks on during
Well, I mean,
Oh,
if
yeah.
even
I don't mind either way.
accidental.
Yeah, as long as you can grip the floor, we're good. Wants a couple's
10 toes.
Halloween costume before you're official.
Sorry, what was that?
Wants a couple's Halloween costume before you're official.
Daddy, yes.
Daddy, yes.
Okay.
What do you say?
Yeah, before official? Yeah, I mean, sure, why not?
Like because here's the thing, it's
I've
about
done it
to be
with other
official.
people. Yeah.
Fools rush in.
You know?
Goes down on you but refuses to kiss after.
Daddy, no.
Daddy, no. Like, no.
Shares their location with you before you've hooked up.
Daddy, no.
Daddy, no. Daddy,
No sharing of location ever.
Okay, sends you a playlist titled "You Plus Me."
Daddy, no.
Daddy,
Yes.
Daddy, yes.
Daddy, no.
She said, "Don't send me them songs."
I'm just going off of my instincts there of just like first thoughts, like not.
Past trauma or just
No, it's future trauma.
oh.
That could be the debut album.
Still follows their
Future
ex
trauma.
and likes every post.
Daddy, yes, sure, why not?
Daddy,
Let's have-
yes.
Let's have a story.
You know, can I just interject quickly? It's actually a really interesting thing because I'm going to dish about my relationship with Jay. Jay does not have a relationship with his exes. Like, he does not keep a relationship with his exes. And we are polar opposites about that. Because there are people in the middle who are like, I have an ex who I like and one who I don't like. I have a warm relationship with like pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
Who I like was really serious about, and he is so not that. And it's really interesting because it's like a very like a scorched earth kind of thing, you know what I mean? And I don't want to scorch the earth. I want to keep it's not that I want to replant, but I don't want to burn it all down. Sorry.
Yeah.
You're good. Opens a joint notes app for date ideas.
Daddy, yes.
Yes.
I love that.
cute.
Only wants to hang late night. Daddy, no.
No.
But he was gorgeous. if he, I don't know.
Context is helpful, obviously. How long is this?
But overall,
but-
no. Daddy, no.
Yeah,
overall, no.
Refuses to be affectionate in public.
Daddy, no.
Daddy, no.
No, you better claim me in front of these people.
Yeah.
It's like refusing? Like, girl.
Ooh, sends you thinking of you gifts. Daddy, yes.
Daddy, yes.
I love a gift.
It depends on the gif. But yes.
Gives you a drawer at their place within a month.
If I-
Daddy, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice of you. You don't
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah,
I
you
probably
know, a lot of
use
these.
it.
You know what? Interesting thing. A lot of these things that you're interjecting here are things that we
Have to
should
carry
do more
brush.
easily.
Oh.
Yes, like people are afraid of doing these things. And
Yeah.
look how we're reacting to the drawer. We all said yes.
Yeah.
People would not do that. A lot of people would not do that in real life because they would think that people are crazy.
Yes.
And you got to take the risk and just make the drawer.
Correct.
Ask you to delete the apps early. Daddy,
Daddy, no.
Don't
Daddy,
be
no.
asking
Daddy,
me.
no.
Let me do it on my own volition.
Chat. Johnny, these are really great questions.
Oh, only watches reality TV. Daddy, no.
Only reality TV.
Only. I mean, please watch reality TV, but if that's all you watch, unless they have like a job that's like they're a doctor or a lawyer and they're like, when I'm home, I just really want to like.
Well, doctors and lawyers in my house get to do whatever they want. In my house, their rules.
So the beginning of dating is always
I'm
like
very
such
predictable.
such a funny little, because it's funny when you're single for a long enough period of time, you do the work and you like read books and you talk to a therapist and you like talk to your friends. And so when you get in a relationship, you're like, oh, I'm ready. And then you get in it and you're like, oh, I got to put the pedal to the metal. I got to put I got to like actually do the things I said I would do if I had a man.
Speaking of do's,
And they're not easy to do.
they're not easy to do. And the don'ts are also. Do you guys have do's and don'ts from dating? Things that you've learned, like things that you're like, don't do this. This happened to me. I loved it. Clocked how much I hated.
Oh,
Like top 5 do's and don'ts in dating.
I do like people to act as if, like, I was dating someone that, like, I invited them over my house and they were, like, going through my cupboards and, like, just walking around, like, where's the this? Oh, let me see this. And it was like, it just felt very, like,
First date?
no, it wasn't a first date. It was, like, maybe a second or third date. It just felt very, like, let me show you my home. Let me treat you to, like, water, sit on the couch. Like, don't be walking around here like you run this shit.
The
No.
familiarity.
Yeah, it felt very.
That has to be earned.
Yeah, exactly. There's little things like that feel like.
So where's the ... Interesting.
Yeah. You got any snacks? Ooh, okay.
Wow. This isn't an in and out.
No.
Well, not tonight at least.
But I do think it's nice when you show someone your
Good.
space.
When you do shit.
Douche is good. Yeah,
Yeah.
you should douche. But when you show someone your space, when you welcome them into your home,
Show them where the douche is. Let them know you
Yeah.
have one.
Yeah. One of my do's is whether it's a first date or even just a hookup, like just someone from an app that you just invited for a midnight rendezvous, treat them like a guest.
Of course.
Like treat them like a guest. Maybe if it's part of the fantasy to like not have that be a guest at the beginning of it, fine. But then a little aftercare
Yes.
is
yes.
really important.
Yes.
Because I'm totally fine. You know, you have your fantasy. You want to be oinking oinky
Come
in
and
the
go.
corner.
Yeah.
Exactly. I know. Yeah. And that's another thing altogether. That just, you know, that's another thing. This is not a rule for all things. But
yeah.
if you are, just let's just.
This is more of a dating thing.
Yeah, if you're just dating, but even so, like if it's someone you're, you know, it's just a normal hookup, whatever, just be nice.
Yeah.
Treat them like a guest, because so often we like put on this show of like coldness.
Yeah.
Because we have shame about it.
Well, it's also more masculine to be cold.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I-
Sure. You need anything? No.
Nonchalance.
It's feminine to be like, I've got a towel for you if you need.
Yeah.
I'll
That is
the
true.
shower for you.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
but I think it's attractive when someone's got a towel that they're giving me. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we're done and they're like, here's a towel for you. You want some water? Oh my goodness, thank you. What was it?
What if
Four
that
seasons?
You know, it's interesting.
Elizabeth Arden.
Oh my God, rest in peace. But there's also like a world where someone could be like, thanks, like as though like you're
Too nice.
you're not condescending, but there's a sort of like, I wonder if people don't want to be taken care of too
Well,
much.
it's also you ask someone like, would you like a towel? Would you
Yeah,
like
yeah,
to
yeah.
rinse off? Would you not like come follow me? You know, I don't know. There's like yeah, it's all about like I love being a waiter because I feel like it really set me up for life in general. Like reading the room, reading the table. Not every table is going to want to chit chat. Not every table is going to want to spend that much money, you know? So you have to really, and hookups and relationships are the same thing. You can't really go in. I mean, you can go in doing the whole, like, these are the bits that work for me. This is the restaurant I like to take guys on dates on. Like, there's people that are like that. I know gay guys that take their first dates to the same restaurant every single time it's a first date.
I mean,
I kind of like that.
I mean, we are making a lot of decisions. He's like, you know what, this is like, I know this is a good place. They always give you my same table. The lighting is right.
Yeah.
I hear you when we talk.
But
There are
that,
so
you know
many
what, that
factors.
feels to me like someone that likes too much control. Because I want the other person to feel like we're collaborating on what this first date is going to look like.
Sure.
So if the person's like, you choose, I trust you, whatever, then we can go to my spot. But if they're like, you know what I mean? At least ask the person, like, what are you feeling? What do you want to eat? Not like, but then I do like someone to like
Take charge.
take charge.
Yeah.
well, I think that's a do. A clear do is being decisive about where to go or do something. Not every time, and it should you know, it should volley back and forth a little bit. Because it's fun. Top, bottom, rolls be gone.
damned.
Rolls be damned. Exactly. Doesn't matter. Everyone wants to be like cared for in that way. Just like it's just taking something off the to-do list is a really lovely thing to do for someone you're dating at the beginning. Little gestures like, you know, making their life easier. That's important.
And even more the further along you are with people, because you got to keep that.
Yeah. No, honey, I know. Any don'ts? Any early dating don'ts? Like something has done unto you.
Just don't overpromise and underdeliver. So like if you're going to suggest like, oh, like let's do something soon, or I really wish I could, but don't even use that language, because now someone could overanalyze the I wish I could, and Cheyenne, you'll cut that.
Why?
No, I'm kidding. That was a joke.
Oh,
You'll
okay.
keep that. But you know, like I'm already gonna overanalyze every moment of it because it's all going in the film later that's being written. So I'm going to take a second to try to understand what the subtext is on the text. So if you write wish I could, I'm wondering like, does he really wish he could? He should have just never written that in the first place. Fine. Somewhere soon, it's like, well, you know what? I actually need you to tell me, because it's your job now to volley, to let me know next week what day works for you. That level of like keeping the ball bouncing
Yeah.
is hard because sometimes people are like, well, how about Tuesday? And you're like, great. This happened to me 2 weeks ago. And I was like, yeah, Tuesday works. And then I think like night before, like even morning, because I, let the men work.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a lot of free time and they're rubbing off on me. So I was like, let me just let the men work. And I texted, it was like, how's 6:15 or 8 p.m. for like dinner that Tuesday? No response. Still to this day. Now it's been over a week. No response, no response, no response. Isn't that crazy? Yes, it can happen to us.
It can happen till it happens to you.
Exactly. I'm
Rude.
just kind of shocked.
It's so rude.
Okay, so you know what's so funny is my brain was just like, wow, but I didn't document or really articulate like what it was. And then I told Rob and Dan about it. And I finished the fucking sentence and he's like, that's so rude. And I
rude.
How rude.
Yeah.
Aw. But I hadn't gotten there. I was doing I don't know if like what that says about, maybe other people do this, but like I was too busy figuring out and feeling like a little hurt.
Sure.
So I wasn't really.
You weren't in the anger yet.
Yeah, it's like when you retell the story and the person's like, well, I would have, blah, 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 and you're like, yeah, I should have done that. And like in the moment, you're just not thinking that. Anyway, so don't do that.
That is ghosting. What you experienced, that is ghosting?
It is, yes.
That was
ghosting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Ghosting can be even after a one or two encounters.
And we have hung out. We actually went out.
Oh, you did?
We did. We had one dinner, and this was him being like, I want to see you again, blah, 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 blah. And then full ghosting.
I want to see you again, and then doesn't respond.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, don't overpromise and then underdeliver.
Maybe
Like,
that's even
a white
lower
person.
than undelivering.
what'd you say?
That's a rich white person.
Oh, rich. Why does it gotta be rich? Poor people are rude too.
Poor people are rude too. Now you love Bezos all of a sudden. This one is calling for anarchy. Pennies in the streets for all people, and now she loves Lauren Sanchez.
But poor people are rude for a very, I understand it. I would be. I too.
They're dealing with a lot.
Have money.
Yeah. No, I'm saying that often. This is in New York and in major cities where you have this la-di-da attitude. There are people who just like, they don't think that the rules of niceness
Following up
and pleasantries apply to them. It happens a lot here. Common courtesy.
Crazy.
That you buy yourself out of it.
Are you sure
Crazy sauce.
he hasn't responded?
Yes,
Can you check?
I absolutely can.
I'm like gagged that he said, "I want to see you," and you're like, "How's?" That's whoever you are, even though I just saw your name,
With that name,
girl. How dare
all I'm
you?
going to say is Mamdani.
How dare you?
Crazy.
All right. Well, that is definitely a don't do.
That's definitely a don't.
When you're starting to date someone. Don't. Like, that's the thing. Just be a man of your word. If you don't want to hang out, then just don't say, let's hang out. Where I'd love to see. I never say to a bitch, we got to hang out, because if I don't want to hang out with you, I'm not going to fucking say that. Why would I say that to a bitch I don't want to hang out with?
And mind you, I understand life happens. We live on this rock. So much is going on. If you're rich and white, he's probably busy. I'm letting you know.
He's probably busy trying to figure out how to move out of this city.
Who knows? But, I understand things happen. But, like, to me, it's crazy that I see you, like, looking at my story still.
Oh, see, that's a sickness. That man is sick.
No, I think
Está enfermo.
it's something so simple, which is, like, I don't care that this person might be disappointed or think ill of me.
I will say that the fact...
So, like, I just, like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Moving on.
You said New York. That is a very New York thing, because when I used to live here, like, I feel like stuff like that would happen. And there's just like there's just so many people here that like he'll forget.
It.
He'll forget.
That is it.
He'll be too busy and like this.
I'll never see him again.
Yeah.
Or
And then if I do see him, I'll be like, hey, how are you? Like, I don't know what's really going on. Like, it's such a weird, childish thing. So I'm sorry that happened to you. Okay. People be having audacity, as you say, my friends have with me.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
People be having audacity.
But, still hopeful, and just...
Still in the fight,
We're excited to see you all get out there and vote, and we'll see you at the polls.
We'll see what the polls are.
The polls worked out.
Okay, so, go.
I was just going to ask, do you feel a pressure to cuff right now? Did you feel more of a do you feel it like a heightened pressure? I know you've been dating and stuff, so but right now is it like I should really have something? Something on the front burner.
I feel this primal, it's getting cold, and I don't necessarily want sex. I don't want something quick and kind of casual in that way. But I do want something that's companion-y, and like I just kind of want someone to like sit and watch a movie with me and like cuddle. And like, you know, if you have to go home, cool, but like if you want to sleep over, great. If we have sex, cool. But like, I don't know, I'm just kind of in this place where I'm noticing the weather is affecting how I want to experience my own home. I would like a guest to be able to do that with. Do you know what I mean?
It sounds like you need Liza Minnelli. You just need a lady friend, like an older friend.
Yeah, I think that's the problem.
Not a young man.
I really do think that.
No, I think you want a boyfriend.
No, you do. Yeah,
Anyway,
I think you're
want
ready.
a boyfriend.
Do you?
I do.
Not in unison. Woo!
Wow. That's
Yeah.
I do because, and here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean?
No, of
like,
course.
It almost feels like sometimes like it's bad to want a man, but it's not the man specifically. It's the witness to your daily life. Like, it's nice to have someone to watch a movie with.
Of course.
It's nice to be like, I want to have dinner with someone else. Like, that is what having a boyfriend is anyway.
You know, and but yes to all of that. But you know, something in the last couple days that I noticed, I was with Joey and we were hanging out a lot, and I was feeling, he's one of my best friends,
Joseph Harrow
of Awkward and West Side Story Revival, played Chino. Anyway, I felt very fulfilled and kind of like I didn't need anything because I was with someone who I loved, and like time was just passing and we have a lot of fun together, right?
Yeah.
And I clocked when he left, I was like, wow, I haven't been on my phone that much. I haven't been on Grindr a lot, and I didn't want to be after. And we made things together and we like, you know, created some stuff.
Sure.
And so that was really fun, and it felt very nutritious for me. And so what I noticed was how that filled me up in a way that I think sometimes what I think Eliza Minnelli on the couch with me would also do.
Yeah.
Because I got that. And so then when I was watching TV by myself, I was like, oh, like this is great. I had such a great day. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's that I'm also clocking is like,
That makes you feel good.
yeah.
I think that you're ready for like a relationship, for many reasons, but the biggest reason is that your intentions are good. Those are good intentions for entering a relationship. It seems like you have a sound and very rational idea of what you want in a partner at this moment, right here, right now.
Yeah.
You're thinking with your whole heart, like it's a wholehearted thought that, okay, I want this. I want to spend time with someone. I want to build intimacy. That's a good reason to want a boyfriend, as opposed to
Sharing.
as opposed to what my mom sent me. Throning.
Throning.
Okay, so my mom
Rich
is
throning.
trying to get in on the Tres Leches game. She's trying to produce.
Oh my God.
she's the cuatro leche.
Yeah, exactly. So she occasionally will send me a topic to discuss, you know. It's usually like, gay guys, what do they like to wear?
We're getting that. Yeah, we're getting in there.
Yeah. But no, she sent me something, and this is from Vice, and it's kind of like an obvious thing, but I like putting a name to it. Although the writer immediately says we don't need to name everything.
I know, that's what I thought when I first read it. I was like, oh.
So, throning is a new dating trend, and I'm about to rip my hair out, wrote Sammy Caramella. I don't know about you, but all these trends and theories are driving me a little nuts, especially when it comes to dating. Apparently, every emotion or pattern has to become its own branded concept, removing humanity from the equation altogether. One new dating trend that is taking the internet by storm. Taking the internet by storm? Okay, I know that's right.
I've heard that.
Is throning, and it's already pissing me off.
Ooh.
Throning is dating someone who via association increases your reputation and ego. So that is entering a relationship under false pretenses almost. You know, you are entering it, and what I like about it, and this is why I find it kind of appealing. One thing is entering a relationship for money.
Right.
Like, marriage is a contract. People get married for money all the time and have beautiful long lives. You know, I went to high school with a lot of girls who married for money, and they're pleased as punch, and they're quite happy about it.
How do you know?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Yeah.
How do you know?
You don't really know, right? What lies beneath.
Right.
Great movie.
Yeah.
So
Great film.
So there is something about that. We get that, that people, the tropes of like dating an older daddy, we all get that. But this is very specific because to me, it's about like dating clout. It's almost like someone dating for their followers. It's so internety. It's internety.
Yeah.
And the idea, or like people who, I can think of one real example that like you date someone kind of famous and then you break up to like the relationship is the fame monster and then the dissolution also, it's almost like you wonder what the intentions were the whole time.
The whole time? Yeah.
The whole time. Yeah, and it's interesting because followers, clout does not necessarily mean money.
Yeah, no.
Fame in 2025 does not mean money necessarily.
No, not at all. Oh my God.
That's why we're here.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
kidding.
I think in another yeah, exactly. And I think in another era it did, but now it doesn't. And the idea of being taken advantage of, for your social status or
I mean, it's hell.
your friend group.
Time.
I know.
Yeah.
But to me, that is gay dating. Throning is gay dating.
Is it?
I think.
But I mean, like throning is like this term now that she or he, they have just they.
No, I don't know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, actually, very appropriately used because we do not know.
Yeah, exactly.
But like dating is, I see you over there. There's something about you that is attractive that either is a reflection of something I already have, or most of the time they have something you don't have. So we've been throning forever. It's like,
That's the thing. There's a certain amount of throning. What do they say? The most important decision you ever make in your life is who you marry.
Oh.
Who you choose to be your partner is one of the most important decisions you make in your life.
Yeah.
Because that person, now you have entered this legal contract, right? So take love out of it. Okay? Fuck love. You entered a legal contract. This person you chose, and you're building a business together, and 5 years later you find out they're a terrible gambler, and they've always been a gambler. That was a bad decision, right? So these things can really cause problemas para ti. But I guess the point I'm trying to make is that we do want to date people who make us want to be better.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's different
Yeah.
than this, though. This is, I'm dating this person so that I
Can socially climb.
Yeah, it's a social climby kind of like, I'm only seeing this person because I know it'll raise my station.
I mean, it makes me wonder if Sammy Carmichael, is that what's
Caramella.
Sammy Carmela?
Caramela.
Right. Like, it makes me wonder if this article is being written from like,
A person.
It's with a big eye roll.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
but just like, does this person have friends that are literally saying outright they're doing that? Is this their perception of a bunch of gay relationships that they have been seeing?
Well, this feels
Are
like
they
it's
just
like,
perceiving it, or
I think this is just relations in general. This is more so straight, I feel.
I have a hard time with like big articles like that say that thing, and like, it's this thing called this, and like, did you hear the martini's back, babe? The martini was never gone. It's been here forever. Like, it's, to me, it feels so baity. It feels so like, read this, but also, I love that you have this point of view and you have an eye roll. Like, I want to hear your thoughts because guess what? It's content for us today, and we love to talk about this. Like, it's, but I call shenanigans on just also the media thing. Like, it happens.
It can get like the third segment of The View where they're like, we'll be like,
she's reading it like, apparently everybody online is doing this thing called throning. You heard about that?
Yeah.
What? I mean, when I started reading it, I was like, oh, so this is like Bridgerton, basically. Like, we're back there. Like, oh, what's in her dowry? Like, what, I don't know. It feels dirty and nasty to me because it's the opposite of how I try and enter any kind of like relationship. I do see like, when you're attracted to someone because they're a doctor and you're like, it's less like,
Don't talk about Juan like he's not.
but it's like, here's the difference. It's like, I'm attracted to someone who did a fucking thing where they're smart. They stayed in school for a very long time, and they're clearly passionate about this. That is attractive to me.
Oh, that's very attractive.
Droning to me feels like that guy's a doctor. I want to be married to a doctor because it'll be easier for me to get into the rooms that I want to be in. I want to go to that country club.
Right.
So I'm going to date this doctor, even though I don't think he's attractive, but God, he wants me. That feels like droning to me. Whereas like wanting to date someone because you think it's hot that they're
passionate.
They're
Good.
passionate.
Good at whatever they do.
Yeah.
They're taking care of people. Like that's different.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's how we should be dating.
You brought on a do that I love, actually. Like a do this is a do
this.
A do this. So let's say you've skipped the part that I mentioned and you've gotten to date number 2 or date number 3. Like, don't be afraid to be impassioned by a subject or a thing and like share that thing with the person. Like there's something that I'm learning that's like very exciting is I love someone who's interested in something because now you're interesting to me. And if you care a lot about that thing and you share it with me, you invite me to want to share either in the same thing, or if not, the subject matter is different. You've just invited me to now share what lights me up. And I think that sometimes like on dates or in the dating, it can turn into an interview and and I get it. Like maybe you're uncomfortable. Like,
When did you come out?
or it just becomes like
You do not ask that.
you talk and I'll listen.
Nah.
But it's like, don't be afraid to also share like what brings you alive. Like dare to seem interested in something like crazy and then see if they like that. You know what I mean?
And if they don't, pa'l carajo.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I think sometimes
trying to see if you like want to hang out with this person again. That's really what it is. So like if you love Housewives and some people don't and you bring it up and you're like, I love Salt Lake City, and they're like, oh, I don't watch that. What do you love about it? Oh, I just love and you're like, you're like you said, like attracted to that. They're like so
into it,
excited, and you're like, I don't really watch it, but the fact that you're living for it, I like watch it with you.
Yeah, maybe
like,
that could happen. Or
are so excited.
Yeah.
And that's Housewives is just the first thing that popped in my head, but like it could be literally, and it could be the cosmos. Know?
It goes back to something we've been talking around and through and with, which is like giving in to being cringe.
I hate that word so much, but yes, I know what you mean. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Like,
Yeah.
But again, it's like I hate that word.
Well, I know that's the whole. I hate it too, because cringe is demonizing.
Cringe is
it's
the eye of the beholder.
It's
to be honest,
demonizing being sweet.
Yeah, exactly. Like being interested,
caring about something. It's almost like that. Like what you do to kids when you're like, stop, don't. When kids are like hyper fixated on something, you're like, stop. It's like, why? What did I do? Not literally nothing.
Yeah.
I'm just uncomfortable with your joy.
Because the word has evolved. Like I think a true cringe thing is something that's really, really uncomfortable.
Right. Blood.
Yeah.
That's
or like,
cringy.
oh wait, did you just follow me 5 blocks? Do you know what I mean? That's cringe.
Oh, that's
you know what I mean?
cringe.
That's scary.
Yeah, cringe.
That's spooky dooky. I wouldn't call that cringe.
But like, yes, okay.
Like, for example, here's something that I think is cringe. One thing that I think is cringe is women or older ladies who are obsessed with asking younger women about when they're gonna have a kid. To me, that's very cringe. That's so uncomfortable because you don't know if she's she's struggling, what she's going through, whatever. It's like you don't ask that.
Yeah.
It's rude and awkward and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But people we're calling cringe now is like I collect trolls.
Right.
I collect minifigurines.
Yeah.
Like liking Wicked or something, and you're like
Literally
in your 30s.
liking-
You're like, that's so cringe. It's like, why?
Liking anything with passion. You're like, oh, I don't want like it is so.
Everyone's obsessed with trying to be cool.
Yeah.
Like, and cool people aren't even obsessed with being cool. a lot of them don't even know they're cool.
Oh my God. You know what's cool? Liking something. Being impassioned enough to maybe be like, you know what? I took on a second hobby and I'm really kind of good at it. I build the things that are in my house. That's crazy. What do you mean? I mean, I built that. Oh, like, yeah, I'm sorry I don't shop, but where do you shop? Like, no shade. Lulu in Georgia or like CB2, like, what about? Just like, I get it. Like, all the brands, like, enough. Yeah, I'm a human and I have like facets of my life that actually make me really interesting. You don't like that? You don't like that? That's okay. Go over there. There's like a giant number of people who are
at someone specific.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, like, do let them know you have rage issues. Like, let them know. You know what I mean? Like,
early on.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it'll come out.
Exactly.
It'll show.
Wait, should we get to our
question?
We should get to our question.
No.
Okay, so we had
like, did I bogart this to kind of being about?
No. We do like to hear about the.
Damn it. Well, then I didn't do my job.
We were talking about dating. That's
Yeah. I'm so glad I can make myself laugh.
So we had. That is important.
Well, it's what you have to do when you're alone during cuffing season.
Ooh. You're like, ha ha ha.
You got to be your own entertainer.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so one of our milkers wrote in and said, "Hola, chicas." Not sure if you'll see this, but we did see it. I have an idea for an episode/topic.
Love it. Produce us.
Listening to the 2-year episode, I was thinking about your first Wives Club origins and how, probably like many, related so much to you all. Related so much to you all as someone who recently post breakup. Oh God. I now find myself entering a new relationship and thought it would be nice to get a more intentional update from you girls. Now that two of you are in the thick of new relationships, how are those going? What are the biggest challenges you've encountered? What's working amazingly? And for Ian, all the questions. What are you loving or not loving about dating? Well,
yeah.
How much is it a priority for you? How is it going for us?
When I met Jay, my current boyfriend, I was in a very strange place. I was very, very stressed with work, and I was very depressed about my station in life. I was very consumed with, I've always been very ambitious, and I've talked about this in the podcast before. I was very ambitious, and I felt like I wasn't ready. Mm-hmm. But I really wanted to be with someone. Like, I wanted it, and after my last breakup, which ended in a way that made me feel like I wasn't good enough. You know, I felt like I was like great, but
Very first Wives Club.
Yeah. So Jay came out of nowhere, literally, in my Instagram, and it was very sweet. And we had a fast courting.
Yeah, it was like this time last year.
Yeah, it was exactly. Yeah, like any day now is our year anniversary. And I'll just say this, I will always kind of feel a little bit single in my mind. And I don't mean this like I'm like wanting to be with other people, but I always remember what it's like to feel single. And it makes me very grateful for what I have now. And it also makes me grateful for the times when I was going out and dating and meeting people and getting all these experiences that really kind of prepared me for this. I was ready for this relationship. Like, I had encountered all those things. So I always, I worried about that, like becoming like one of those people who's like, I'm in a relationship and we're on the podcast and yap, and my boyfriend.
Yeah.
You know, I worried that was going to happen with me.
Why?
Well, because
cringe?
No, not because it's cringe. I think it can be mean. Because you know what? It actually, it can be cringe. It can be annoying. When a person overly shows off about their good fortune in a relationship with friends or around people who want that and don't have it. That can be very mean.
I mean, if that's how you intend it to be, like, I don't think it's mean to talk about how you're in a loving, like, this is just also me as a person. Like, if I'm single and all of my friends are in relationships and they're in happy relationships, I will never begrudge them of it. It's like when you're on TikTok and you see a video of two like happy gays, and I'm like, oh, that's so beautiful. And then you read the comments like, jumping off a bridge tonight, fuck off. It's like, well, baby, you're never going to receive the love because you're not in the love right now. You know what I mean? Like, so I see what you mean about like, don't be mean. Don't show off in front of a girl who's hungry. You know?
It's just, but it's nuanced because you don't even have to be doing it mean.
No, but yeah, I guess. But that's the thing. Like, if you're overcompensating, then you can read it on people when people are like, we're so happy. I'm so happy. Oh, okay. You said it 3 times now.
How do you know? Not to quote myself.
Right. How do you know?
How do you know?
No one's going to know.
So there's that, which I was a little bit worried about for, just like the podcast. But in reality, my relationship with Jay.
About you, because I was already.
Yeah, I was like, Juani, like, are you talking about me?
She's like, well, I didn't want to show off in front of Ian because she's.
No. I meant like on the podcast.
Oh, the podcast for like the listeners.
Yeah, to like listeners to feel like I'm unrelatable now because I have a boyfriend.
But some of the listeners have men.
Correct, but some don't. Yeah,
some don't. And those are the louder ones.
Yeah, they tend to be. They tend to be. I was loud. I'm loud now.
Interesting. No, I mean, I get that.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the relationship has been amazing. What has been overwhelming to me is the acts of love. Jay shows up for me so much. He's so generous. He's so active. He's wants to participate in my life in a way that no man has ever wanted to do. And so I know that is just the bare minimum now. Like the minimum level of behavior I'll ever take is
interest in your life.
Yeah. When you have someone who is not only invested in your welfare, they're invested in the day-to-day, the mundane and the fun. That's amazing. I've also learned that Jay is a very different person than I am. He's an introvert. I'm an only child, but I'm an extrovert. Does that make sense? So I'm an extrovert, but I need a lot of alone time. But he is very different than I am. And I perform more warmth as I move through the world than he does. And I often think I've had to work and really think through this and not ascribe malice when he's being quiet.
Yeah.
And go into the like, is everything okay? Is everything okay? Is everything okay? Are you okay? Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me?
Yeah.
A little bit, because sometimes we're just hanging out.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
So
his resting heart.
But you've also said that's maybe something that he does when that you've worried that when you're just trying to scroll and be by yourself, you've wondered.
Oh,
it's across.
Didn't you?
Yeah.
You just.
Yeah. Yes. That is an example of like when Jay and I are watching a television show that we watch together.
What do you watch?
A show like Matlock, for example.
Girl. Oh, the new one.
Yeah, not the old one.
The old one was good too. What do you mean? That's
But damn, I mean, come on, we got new shows.
Yeah, with Miss Bates. Mrs. Bates.
It's very Ian of you to watch, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He wants my phone down and like eyes on the
show.
On the show. And from the moment the BlackBerry was invented,
You've been on it.
I've been on it.
Yeah.
And so it's very difficult for me. It's such a behavioral pattern. My mom is the same way. Like, I'll never forget I always tell the story. My mom came to see West Side Story one time, and it like got really dark, and I could just see her.
Oh my gosh.
She'll get mad that I'm telling this story because she's very caring and
No, of course.
everything else. But it's a part of my DNA, and he finds that offensive. He finds it like not disrespectful, but he doesn't like it. It's about creating that intentional time, and I'm working on giving him that.
Yeah. Well, it's also when
It's
you're
reasonable.
when you're single for a little while, and like that is the thing about being in a new relationship that I learned is that you kind of bring your single self into this new relationship, and you have to like you can't be that same single self in this relationship because there's another person around, and that's why alone time is really important, because you still are that person. But when you are with the person you're with, it's important to be with them.
Agreed.
And to show them that you want to be with them and, care. And I think like even, being on the phone before bed, or Philip and I will be together almost 2 years, but Philip loves to cuddle in the morning and at night. And I like to wake up, get my phone, wake up to the news, to the thing, to the scroll. And Philip's like, I'm like, and at first it was like, stop. Like I'm just like, I'm not even awake yet. but I've learned that that's something that he enjoys, and I also enjoy it too. You know, it's just one of those things that when you start living with someone, you're like, oh, we're doing that. That's what
Give and take.
We often
50-50.
resist. Yes, it is.
So now we cuddle a little bit. We cuddle first, and then we get our phones, and we wake up, and we. So it's about creating like these new ways of doing things together. Because I think for me, whenever I've dated someone new after, I would say Will, probably my ex-boyfriend, I always said it should always feel like we're on the same team. It should never feel like we're on opposing teams trying to like do this game called life. We should be on the same team, maybe playing different positions, and like you come up the back and I come up the side when you need me to, like, you know, I know that seems sexual, but
Yeah.
but yeah, you are playing the game of life together to fucking beat it. You know, so when it's like coming to disagreements and stuff like that, I'm always like, remember we're on the same team. Remember we're on the same team. Like, I want to understand you. You want to understand me. We're having an understanding, but that is our goal, is to win at life. So if we're not working together, you know, and it's hard sometimes, you know, and sometimes when Philip and I fight, we enjoy it. I can tell we're getting a kick out of it. We like a little bit of like, you know, but it's always, there's the undercurrent is always with love, you know? And when it's not with love, it is you're making me feel like I'm not on the team, or you're coming against me, you know? And I think it's very important. I feel like a lot of times in the beginning of relationships, people don't want to have those like hard conversations very early. And I think it's important to have those hard conversations early, because the more you like don't engage, the further down the line the engagement will become.
Of course.
And those, sometimes the fireworks are bigger the longer you wait. So, you know, the conversations about non-monogamy, or, you know, house versus apartment, like those, like family, children, like all of those things should be done without fear, you know, if you're operating like we're on the same team.
And you I mean, obviously I feel that vibe from the two of you. I think you're very much on the same team, even socially. When Philip looks at you, I get a sense that he is just so pleased to be in your company. He like enjoys you. You know what I mean? You enjoy each other.
Yeah, he does enjoy me, and I very much enjoy him. You know, Philip is younger than I am, so I see him sometimes through that kind of lens of like, he's younger, but I admire so much about him because I didn't have so much of what he has when I was his age, you know? And so like that, to me, it's like, yeah, there's things that like he's learned through the relationship, but so have I, and like we've grown together, and like it's almost like the investment that I'm making now, like I already know who he is now is only going to be like 10 times better, because if I was not even where he is when I was his age, and I'm pretty good now, I can only imagine. And he is caring, like you said, like he's invested in me, and you know, not just like career stuff, but like truly the day to day. Like one of the things that I loved, and this is a thing also too, I've learned in therapy, to point out the things that your partner or the person that you're dating does that you like.
Yes.
Because it's important to affirm the way you want to be loved. Because if you don't tell someone how you want to be loved, how will you know? You know, like he used to he brings water to his bedside every night because he likes to drink water in the middle of the night or whatever. And he would always bring me a glass of water. Whether I drink it or not, he still does bring me water for the nighttime. And it's those little things of like, this person cares for me, that I think really make the bigger relationship feel so much more like this is an investment worth making, you know, because you know that this person cares for you in a way that isn't just like, what can you do for me? How are we throning in the situation? It really is, the happiest we are is when we're on the couch, we've ordered in, we had a hangover night, we went out partying, and we're just, did we do that when you were?
Yeah.
We like sat on the couch and we ordered breakfast.
Yes.
Yeah, we like to do that. Usually we sit on the couch with the breakfast.
Yeah.
But when Ian was there, we like had it around the table. We order like pancakes and just those little moments I think are important to like do in the beginning, but also carry throughout. Like that's our thing. This is our thing. You know.
Yeah, shared ways of being, shared interests are so the simplest thing that I think bring. I don't know, for me, like I like ease. I like one of the things I think that wasn't always around with Chris, but that I really value is like a sense of ease. And I didn't maybe always feel that with him, maybe for many different reasons, but there were many other great things that I felt with him that that are on my list, right? But that's just so nice when you kind of feel like, oh, like there's just this just sort of fits in a way that I don't have to do any mind games or dances. And so that's I think, you're touching on like when you hear like those couples who have been together forever and they're just like, I just we met and it was like, it's just it's not a movie, it's not a crazy script, it's just this simple, like they're almost embarrassed to say like it was just this. That simpleness is usually like what you should be looking for. And I always laugh because I'm laughing with Rob Correa in my head when we think about when we've met like new boys who we have interests and it was like, he was nice. And it's like, if he was nice, like that is actually something like it can be sometimes a deterrent because you're like, well, the butterflies weren't there and they're like, yeah, he's two. And it's like, but the nice is actually where the warmth is. Like you're getting warmer. Like that's something to follow. Anyway.
Yeah. I always think whenever someone's like recently dating, I'm always like, think about how you're feeling when you're with this person.
Yeah. You've said this.
Less about like, what they have or what they could mean to you in the future. Like in that moment, and when you leave, do you feel like you're better? Like you feel lighter when you left them? Like, oh, it's not like, oh, I'm worried. Like, I really want to go on a second date with them. I really want to, like, just like, did I giggle? Did I have, like, do I feel lighter after, like, when you, like, you guys understand this, but like after when you're creative, when you've done a rehearsal or when you've done a performance, the high that you feel after that, I mean, that is a different kind of high, obviously, but that kind of like, and this is why we do it, like when you leave a date and this is why we do it, because that was so fun. And sometimes the second date isn't that the same thing, but like I feel like you have to take it date by date.
Kind of something to what you said earlier, like there was something about like pressure and this primal and then with weather and things. I do feel like there is this, I have questioned and sort of examined how much of what I crave or think I want from having a boyfriend is really just because that's what I think I should have next to two people in my life or many other, not many, but just like that it is this societal, what does it mean to be claimed? What does it mean to have relationship and how that speaks to how people perceive you as, oh, like that's so good. It is so good that you are in relationship. It is deemed worthy. I'm exaggerating on this, but you get what I mean. Like you're going to go to heaven. You know what I mean? Like you're doing well. Relationship has touched you, right?
Can I tell you how I've always thought about it?
Yeah.
With my ex, and it's like mischief managed. Oh, it's done.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, mischief managed.
It looks good.
It's task, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that is the like rom-com teachings in our youth.
Yes. And I can fall prey to my own movie. And I'm like, Ian, like you're not in a movie though, right? So it's like, anyway, so I've just kind of clocked in terms of priority. Oh, it's not necessarily a priority. I just look forward to meeting someone who like reflects back on me the same excitement I see in them. And however that,
That
sort of
is it.
And however
that's a thesis.
However that manifests and however that evolves, I'm really hoping to not want to control it or like manage it. I want to just kind of see where things go from a place of, I want them to be my friend. I want to hang out with them. And I want to be able to feel like we can explore, like, I don't know. I want like curiosity in them. So I don't know. I'm just learning really what like lights me up. And going on dates and ghosting and this and and like really playing this field, I've just learned a lot about like what I will stand for and what I'm like, okay, this is a bar for me, and what I won't, you know what I mean? But dating in New York honestly has been like kind of bad. You know, just like, I'm not going to pretend, I will acknowledge like it's been kind of bad in that, like, if we're going for cuff, that hasn't happened, right? But I have learned and have a lot of data, and just, you know, that's
Both of our men are not from here.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
They're not.
You know, when you said mischief manage, I was just like, the mischief is not going to be managed.
I know.
if it's not managed already. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't.
Like, it's almost like people see, I'm not saying you, but like people see relationships, like being in a relationship will fix the mischief.
Yeah.
Like, you're in a relationship, so you must be better up here.
Correct.
You must
No.
have it all figured out. And that is the biggest myth in the world, because there's so many people that are in relationships because they haven't managed their mischief.
And I think I have, what you're saying is literally what I was like, Ian, how much of you is thinking that the receiving of the managing of relationship will somehow make you feel more, and it's like, wait, I feel that when I'm with my friends. I feel that actually when I'm alone. The upsetness or the like anger is, this is good. Like, I'm fine.
That is
I wanna share this with
that is
someone.
how I used to be, like, and that's what I used to say to my therapist, like, I deserve a fucking man. I deserve a good man, child.
Yeah.
I'm a good man. I deserve a good man. And so I know that when I get a man, he will be good, and because I'm good. So if it doesn't work, it's not because I'm not trying or I'm not showing up and doing it in the ways that are fruitful for the relationship. It's so it's like, yeah, when I was single, I was like, yeah, I want to be in a relationship because I know I would be so good at that. I know that I would be good at that. And less so, maybe in my 20s, it was a little more like pick me, choose me, love me. But I think once I started to like my 30s, when I started to like have my group of friends and do the things that I like to do, go on Sunday brunches with myself, I was like, someone should enjoy this with me. Someone should have a kiki with me because I'm having a kiki by myself.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, some days are a little more like, nobody loves me. And some days are like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know?
Do you know, when we were discussing the First Wives Club origin, here's been something that is surprising. With my ex, I thought that was it. I really, really, really thought that was it. So when it ended, I wondered, how am I ever going to... I mean, I was still hopeful. It's not that it was, you know, like heart versus head. You know what I mean? Like, my brain understood that, like, there would be life after high school.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah. But my heart was telling me that I just couldn't, right? It was kind of like the, you know, worst part of First Wives Club. You know, like, I am not afraid of the promise of tomorrow. Like, it's just you're at home, you're sad. It's that fear. Like, can my heart welcome that again? Let's say it even presents itself. Am I too downtrodden to like climb back up? But I think the thing is that we're very resilient, and our hearts are more resilient than we think. And I've often questioned like a second marriage. I mean, there are people in amazing second marriages that I know in my family. And for some reason, I've never like clocked that. Like, there is that ability to write the story again and again and again and again, even though I believe we'll have many loves in our lives. Heartbreak can make it feel like it's not
the end of the world.
It's not going to happen for you. And so, yeah. And that it can feel just as good as the last at its best.
Yeah. I've talked to friends that are like, I have never been in love. I wish I had that great love, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen for me. And it might be too late when it comes. And I'm always like, it'll never be too late. Because when it comes, all of that other shit will go away. Like you won't even think about it. It's like, you know what I mean? When you're like angry at something and then later on you're like, wait, what was I even angry about? You forget because new information is being fed to you. Good new energy and person is, given to you. And I think that's so true. It's like you might be in a funk and you might think this is never going to happen for me, but that's definitely not the truth.
Yeah.
Unless you keep making it the truth, and you go on dates with that and you bring that to the date. Like,
you just have to remember you are divine. Like, everything like you're worthy. Everything about you is great already. And like, take 5 minutes if you guys have ever seen, but Felicia Rashad talks about this. And like, there's this moment where she's like on a panel, and I think her daughter is with her, and she's just like, there is divineness in us, and like. She really says, she's like, and if you remember that, you're like, what is there to really complain about? And like, you should be around people who, and I literally saw it and I was like, yes, like be around people who believe that, who remind you of that, not who are like, this is bad, there are problems and blah, blah, blah. That's why like I get triggered with people who are like a little too, I live on earth and not, but just like people who, you don't do this, but you call a thing, but there is this level of like, okay, but like there's so much good around.
Yeah, all of the things. Yeah, someone that like needs. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like someone that is like, yeah, but come down from there. And you're like, well, it's the balance of like the circle of life is, yes, this may be true, but this could be true too.
Correct.
Like holding space for both of those.
For all of it.
Of like, this guy might not call me back, but what if he fucking does?
For sure.
Well, we hope that whoever is out there listening to this, dating someone new, that you stay on the same team, you enjoy the budding relationship that you're in. People that are out of a relationship, you're taking the time to heal. People that might be in a relationship soon, get ready, girl. It's a fun time. And people that are fine being single, you're in a relationship too. You just don't realize it. It's with yourself, and be good to that one too.
Oh my goodness. What a sign off. That was fabulous. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.
¡Qué rico!